This team, hint and transition, not so happy.
Not so happy. That
All
could be
right,
a
I'll give you a little bit more than that.
whole bunch of things.
We spoke to the mascot of this team.
Going to Portland?
We are going to Portland.
Nice.
Little Joey Timber reference.
Timber
Haven't
Joey.
seen that episode. Go take a look. Go take a listen.
We need to put a
Uh,
whole playlist together of just our interviews. This team sucks.
Portland
Let's
indeed
be,
do suck. They are one, two,
let's
and
be straight
four.
about this.
They're 1, 2, and 4. They're 13th in the Western Conference. They're pretty bad. Top player for me has been Zach McGraw. I think he's one of the higher rated players on both of the lists. He's third on SOFA. He is first on Who Scored. And I think from what I remember from the analytics, and I'm going to double check it, but I think he looked like pretty decent there as well, even though they've conceded 12. I think a lot of that was from the Atlanta game. So I think he's actually been pretty decent for them, despite their rough start.
I really like Juan Mosquera. I think he's done very well at a very young age to get to the level that they expect out of him. Um, you know, goal and an assist in 513 minutes as a 20-year-old defender is very, very good. He's providing good service in the attack. He's again, the defensive side of it is not so great, but he's doing the work on the other side that is promising for a team like that. The only reason that he's there is because my most impressive was Zach coming in and being the player that they traded Bill Tuiloma away because of, like him stepping in and being that guy. Definitely stepped into a very good role there. He's done very, very well next to Zuparic. I think something that not a lot of us expected, by the way, for him to step in there, but they decided he was ready and he repaid them with good performances. So,
Yeah, I found the numbers that I was looking at. Genuinely insane numbers so far. Again, this is the percentile. It's looking at any center back that has played 450 or more minutes so far in the league. It's not a huge population because there's a bunch of guys under 450 right now, but enough that there are percentiles. Zach McGraw's lowest defensive percentile is 85th percentile in aerials one. He has been killing it defensively. He's 86% in interceptions, 95th percentile in tackles, 92nd in blocks, 94th in clearances. I mean, he's crushing it defensively. And this is despite the fact that Portland have conceded 12 goals.
well,
So,
and that's kind of what I was about to say. Is I think what that is him scrambling for a lack of everybody else.
mm-hmm.
He's covering for a lot of different people. So, yeah,
And
definitely.
you know what? You know what hurts that even more? The loss of Eric Williamson for the rest of the season.
Oh God, don't even remind me. I'm literally, I was so sad when I saw that.
It's brutal.
Awful.
I mean, this team is going through it this season. They've been put in a really tough spot. But yeah, I had the flip side for my most impressive. I had Juan Mosquera. I think he's looked really good so far. Well, as good as you can be for a team conceding 12 goals. But I think he's been a bright spot for them on that right side. So I think we're on the same page there. Least impressive.
This should be.
Have a feeling we're on the same page on this one too.
This should be so easy. $10 million.
Yeah, $10 million man, Evander.
God,
1 goal so far in 282 minutes.
I mean, he's not even getting on the field.
He's not playing. Yeah, he's been on the bench.
Do you imagine?
It has been a really rough start so far. But I definitely think, I almost think if Portland doesn't play, like if they get knocked out of the playoffs early, then that could be a good thing for him. He could have like that Eric Tommy type of effect where he comes in at the end of the season, plays with zero pressure, and starts to like get comfortable, build his game. And maybe next year is where we see the $10 million man we were expecting.
But Connor, don't you know that is bad for the league if there's no pressure and they get to develop themselves? We need to have relegation so that they're always under pressure.
That's true. I think we need to send the $10 million Vander to go play against like RBNY2 in
Yeah,
like,
I mean
USL.
that's obviously what we need to do.
Yeah.
Idiot.
That's the only way.
God.
Yeah.
Sorry, by the way, complete side note. One of the things that they told me about this was every game is more exciting in a league with pro rel. My boss's team is Bolton Wanderers.
Mhm.
They're in League Two. You know how many teams right now with 5 games to go have nothing to play for, relegation or promotion?
Probably a lot.
8. 8 teams have nothing to play for. So what?
I would imagine more than 8 realistically have nothing to play for.
Right. There are some that are just on the outskirts. By next week, the number will jump to like 13.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Don't tell me that it's going to make games more exciting when by a month left in the season, 13 teams are idiots. Please continue.
Yes. On to overachieving, underachieving. I think this is gonna be an easy one as well. I had them
Yep.
third. I was high on them this
Oh my
season.
god.
I thought them bringing in Evander was gonna really solidify things for them, and it just has not. Um, they have not looked good at all. So highly underachieving what I was expecting for them.
Yep, I had him in 7th. I also have him underachieving, so not much more to talk about there. They're bad.
Yeah, I can't believe I had them in third. I don't know what I was thinking.
You
I think
weren't.
it was
That's the
you.
issue.
I'm gonna blame you because you hyped them up about their offseason. You're like, oh, they needed one position and they brought in a $10 million man to fill that position. But in fairness, I'm looking at the roster right now. It looks like an infirmary room, right? Like
They're
there are
injured.
7 guys with a injured mark next to them.
This is the Atlanta United of
Yes,
2021, where we were all like,
absolutely.
first place, got Almada, they got Parker,
Yeah,
they got everything. Hurt, 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 hurt. Season-ending injury. Season-ending injury. Nobody plays. Atlanta 2, get in there.
absolute. That is a perfect comparison,
Yep.
honestly. All right. Question. I don't actually like this question. My question I wrote down was, does this team have a direction? I do think they have a direction. I still think this is a good team.
Down.
Huh? Direction down. Yeah. I still think this is a good team. I still think they have a good direction. I just think that they're getting murdered by injuries right now. Um, and it might just be like you said, one off Atlanta type season. Guys get healthy and then, retry again next year.
Yep.
Cool.
Cool.
Next up,
Only a few more to go. We're moving.
yes.